since I got the divorce, I have been accused of domestic violence. But my story is a story of narcissistic abuse.
Who they here? Who they break? Who they here? Hi guys, welcome you back again to yet another very interesting episode. As it day hot, we always bring it to your doorstep. It's still about Korra, Obidi, and Justin Dean. Yes, this is Gist channel. We bring gist across the nation. So today, Justin Dean is here to tell us what really transpired between him and Korra Obidi that keeping quiet has taking a lot of things out of his body. Yes, they say silence is good, but sometimes people take your silence to mean that you are weak. He wants to tell you guys that he is not weak, for you guys to listen and hear from his own side of the story because he's been accused in several ways, which he feels not good, which he feels not comfortable any longer. Guys, don't touch that dial. Make sure you watch this video till the end. Tell us in the comment section all you think about this thing that Justin Dean has said and what Korra has been saying and
I got divorced, and since I got the divorce, I have been accused of domestic violence. I have been accused of stealing. I have been accused of attempted murder. I have been accused of everything under the sun. I've been accused of rape. I've been accused of sexually molesting my daughters. I have been accused of everything you could possibly think of. And for the last 2 years, I've taken it on the chin and just tried to ignore it, tried to live my life, and not participate in the negativity. I'm finally in a place where I am emotionally, spiritually, and physically healthy enough to deal with what comes next. Because what will come next is they will come for me to destroy my livelihood. Currently, at this moment, there are probably about 90 bloggers that are actively, on a daily basis, spreading rumors, spreading lies, based on the statements of my ex-wife. She has been continually putting out crazy stuff. Some of the things that I'd like to address, and I'm going to address them with proof, not just with my words, is things like I kicked her out on the street and she was homeless with 2 babies bleeding on the street. That's not true. In fact, it's very easy to prove that lie. That she was abused. She was not abused. I was abused, which I can prove. But there's that. She put out statements that I beat her up and she had a miscarriage. All of this stuff, she put in a restraining order, which made me lose my kids. She said I pulled a knife on her. She said all kinds of things that just were not true. I treated that woman with love, respect, and I dedicated my life to seeing her grow. And this is what I got in return because I left because I was unhappy and much more. So this is just a preface, but it's time that I start to stand up for myself because this is getting too far. This is getting ridiculous. And I'm fully aware that all the toxic women that believe her lies are going to come after me harder than ever before. And I am now in a place where I can handle that. I don't think many of you can relate to what it's like to have people halfway across the world, in Nigeria mostly, attempt to destroy your life. They actively did destroy my business. I was down 90% in revenue. They destroyed my mental health. They destroyed my physical health. And they destroyed my spiritual health. Which I based on lies. Complete, bogus, fabricated lies. I've already proved this in a court. The restraining order was dropped due to me being able to prove that she was lying. But that did not stop her from perpetuating this stuff on the internet. And why would she do so? For money. For fame. There's no easier way for a woman to get famous than to claim domestic violence, especially since I'm a white man and she's a black woman. Everyone's going to sympathize with her. And that's just the nature of society today. Men are guilty until proven innocent. And the truth, this has happened to many men. And I have come to the place where, regardless of the consequences that happens after this, whether I'm harassed or whether I'm taken to court, it's time that I'm a man of principle and integrity. Am I perfect? Am I innocent in this story? Absolutely not. Nobody's innocent in divorce. It's just not. Like, nobody's innocent in a toxic relationship. My relationship was on social media, and my divorce was on social media. But the lengths and levels that it went is simply unacceptable. It's all for money. Did I sometimes yell and scream and cuss at her? Absolutely I did. Men tend to do that when you make them question the paternity of their children. It's not something you can stay calm through. I'm tired of being harassed. Truly I am. It's just not cool. Cyberbullying is not cool. I have a duty to men everywhere to tell my story. My story is a story of narcissistic abuse. It really is. Like, I identify as a survivor of narcissistic abuse. Not a victim, because I don't have a victim mentality, but I did survive it. And it's never going to stop. It's never going to stop. I'm going to get harassed more than ever, and I don't care, because I'm going to speak the truth, and I'm going to get it off my chest. I never wanted to do this. I wanted to move on in my life and co-parent in peace.
Guys, if Justin Dean and Korobide have decided to move their separate ways, no problem, but they should come together to raise their beautiful daughters well. If someone should tell you guys that Rude Boy Okoye and Anita are no longer together, that they have gone their separate ways, nobody will believe. Just see the way they are together to celebrate their son's birthday. They don't even want to leave any stone unturned. Like, let these children not know that my mother and my father are no longer together. Like, they are showing these children love from all angles. Not this person dragging this one and this one dragging this one. It will not lead them to anything. Rather, it damages these children mentally, physically, and psychologically. Let's continue to hear what Justin Dean has to say, guys.
I still want to co-parent in peace. But a man has a right to defend his reputation and his livelihood. And that's what she's going after. She's been going after my livelihood for 2 years. None of it's been true, so my livelihood's been secured. But it's getting to the point where it's like, it's okay for a woman to try to destroy a man's life based on lies, but it's not okay for a man to defend himself and tell the truth. There's something wrong with society, and I don't care what I'm harassed by. And those of you that feel the same as me, it's time we start to do something about these bullies. Because I'm strong. I'm a very strong person. I was an elite marathon runner. My gift is long suffering. Other people are not as strong. And as you guys saw with Congress, where Mark Zuckerberg was apologizing to parents' kids who committed suicide from bullying on the internet. This is not a victimless crime. We cannot normalize bullying and harassment on the internet. Have I done it? Yes. Part of this series is going to explain why. The short version is I would never get away from her. I was addicted to the abuse, and I would never be able to walk away unless I made it public. That's the truth. That's why I went public with my divorce. It was the only way I could keep myself from going back. Because if I went back, I would not be alive right now. And that's the truth. Because it was bad. So, I got to go to work now. I want to make it very clear, I am not encouraging anyone to harass anyone. This page does not support violence. This page does not support cyberbullying. I have been trying for 2 years to keep my emotions in check and just let this storm weather over. And my ex staging a knife attack in London, which I'm completely convinced of it. I've looked at all the evidence. I've talked to detectives. Everyone's unanimously convinced it was fake. And guess why it was faked? To make it seem like I had something to do with it. I wish my ex-wife well. I want her to succeed. My mentality is the better she does, the better the kids do. But it shouldn't be at the sacrifice of the father. Fathers matter. I'm sticking up for fathers everywhere. And I finally have the courage to speak and defend myself. Why did I not have the courage before? The system. The system. CPS was involved and I was protecting my kids. If I was doing what she was doing, my kids would be in foster care right now. So I had to protect my kids and I had to take the harassment on the chin, but that time has passed. It is